Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Apakah sudah saya?
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. Good afternoon, kiddos. How are you today?
Good afternoon, sir. Hi. How about you?
Okay, I'm doing fine too. Thank you for asking anyway. It's really fun to meet you here again in my class, especially with your bright smile. It always makes me feel good too. Thank you. And before we start our material for today, as usual, let's have a pray before studying. And for now, I would like to ask, Cahyo, would you mind to lead the prayer, please? Can I be heard?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, fans. Before study, let's pray together. Okay, begin. Finish.
Okay, thank you, Cahyo. That's a good one. Okay, now since we have a class right in the, maybe we can call this in the end of the day. It seems like our spirit has pretty much low, right? I hope so. Not. So let's have an ice breaking first. Coba ice breaking dulu ya. Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Oh, ma'am. Okay, it's okay to call me ma'am. No, it's sir. Okay, thank you. Now let's have an ice breaking. Ice breaking ya. Sekarang saya minta semuanya duduk tegap, just like this. Duduk tegap ya. Thank you, Ana. You are a good student. Thank you. Duduk tegap. Lalu pertama gerakannya simple. Game ini ice breaking ini namanya aha ihi uhu oh yeah baby. Diingat ya. Diingat ya. Aha. Ketika bilang aha, gerakan bahu ke kanan. Aha. Lalu ihi ke kiri. Ihi. Lalu ke atas. Uhu. Okay. Lalu terakhir oh yeah baby.
Oh yeah, baby.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Bisa ya kita ice breaking dulu sebentar. Kita ice breaking dulu biar kita flow energinya makin dahsyat nih. Oke. Sekarang kita mulai.
Yes.
Satu, aha, ihi, uhu, kayak gini ya. Aha, ihi, uhu, oh yeah baby. Oke, bisa ya. Siap. Thank you for the exploding spirit. Now kita mulai. 1, 2, 3. Aha, ihi, uhu, oh yeah. Kita fokus buat semuanya. Thank you so much. Udah mulai kerasa ya darahnya sekarang udah mulai ngalir lagi. Okay, now. Thank you. Sekarang let's move to our material, but before that again, I would like to check the attendance list, right? I would like to check the attendance list. For those who name called by me, setiap yang saya panggil namanya, I want you to raise your hand and then say present, hadir. Lalu saya minta kalian mention one verb. I want you to mention one verb. Saya minta mention satu kata kerja. Lalu buat satu kalimat simple. Example, Darda, present, jump. I jump every day. That's simple. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Okay, thank you. Now I will call it random. Start from Farida.
Present.
Yes. Please mention one verb and then the sentence.
I join Google meeting this afternoon.
Okay, join, right? The verb is join. Good, thank you, Farida. Move to Anna.
Present, sir.
Cool.
Sing. I sing every day.
I sing every day. Good for you then. You seem so happy. Good. To make it quick, let's have our learning session started. Now, I would like to give you a simple question. Why do you learn English? I want an answer. Two answer. Two person, please answer my question. Any one of you, why do you learn English? Okay, Anna, good. Anna.
Lu keren gitu ya, Pak ya. Kelihatan keren, kelihatan smart gitu ketika kita bisa bahasa Inggris gitu.
Oh, okay, so it seems to make you even more cooler than ever, right? Thank you, Anna. That's a good motivation. Okay, next is we have Kartika. Kartika, why do you learn English?
I want to have a house in the board.
Ah, that's a good one. Yes, of course. When you want to have a house abroad, you need to learn English, right? Because English is international, right?
Right.
Ah, okay, good. That's a good motivation. Okay, good. Thank you so much. That's a good motivation for all of you. Now, sekarang ada yang masih ingat gak? Bulan kemarin lagi. Pertemuan kemarin kita belajar tenses. We already learned about tenses. How many tenses do we have?
Simple present.
Simple present. How many?
Oh, how many?
6.
16.
16. Okay, good. Thank you so much. 16. Move to Novi. Mention me 4 tense of past.
Simple past, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Ya.
Perfect continuous. Yes. Good. Okay. Okay. Chahu, would you mind to help me to share the PowerPoint because I have problem with my Google Meet.
Okay, of course. Wait a minute.
Okay, thank you. As usual, you're such a good boy.
Good boy.
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh, I know.
Now, I want you to watch the video and get and get the point of video. Jadi videonya
Bisa.
Coba Pak Ketua.
Bisa tapi kecil.
Wow. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It seems like Mr. Dada called me here. I'm double check Mr. Dada here. But anyway, this is not my place. Let's go to my place. Okay, here we go. Let's have a learning for today. Welcome to my place. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. It's me again, Mr. Dada, the one who got Kagan Funsin by other Dada. I don't even know which one is the original, but who cares about it? The thing is, I will give you English material for you to learn. And I hope your day, your morning is as bright as your white smile. And I also hope that all of you are realize English is a bridge for another language. So you know that when you learn English, you will level up your mind. Okay, anyway, for today, we will have new topic that maybe you haven't heard it before. And to make it more interesting, I want you to guess what kind of topic that we will have for today. Okay, so to make it easier also, now I will give you a short video about what kind of topic that we will have for today. Okay, so please watch out the short video and guess what kind of topic that we will learn for today. Watch the video, watch out. So, after you watch the short video, can you guess what kind of topic that we will learn for today? Yes.
Passive voice.
We learn about passive voice. Have any one of you heard about passive voice before? Okay, cool. To make it simple, I will divide our class into 3 parts of class. First, why, when, and also how. Why do we need to learn passive voice? You know what? Native speakers frequently use passive voice, especially in the magazine, in the newspapers, or in the journal. So it is important to us to learn about passive voice since you will use passive voice frequently, especially when you want to become a good writer. So when do we use passive voice? As you can see here. First, you may use passive voice in the condition or situation when you don't want to say who or what did the activity. Or you may use passive voice when you don't know who did the activity. So when you don't know who did the activity, you may use the passive voice. That's the second one, as you can see here. And the third one, you may use passive voice is when you think that the object is the most important information from your sentence. So that's when is the time you use the passive voice. Remember this? Now, after you know when to use the passive voice, let's have a quick review about an active sentence. The sentence said, the children ate the cake. Where's the subject? Yes, the subject is in the children. And where is the verb? The verb is in the ate. And where's the object? Yep, the object is the cake. Now, do you know how to make this sentence into a passive voice sentence? You want to try it? Okay, I will give you an example how to change this active sentence into a passive sentence. The cake was eaten by the children. Yes, the cake was eaten by the children. So this is the passive voice from the active voice, because the active voice is more about the subject, the doer, and the passive voice is more about the object. So the information is about the object, the cake. We want to know what happened to the cake, not who ate the cake. Now, after you know how to make a difference between active voice and passive voice, I will give you six steps to change an active voice into a passive voice. Okay? First, you need to identify the subject, verb, and also the object from the sentence. Second, move the object to become the next subject of the new sentence you want to make in the passive voice. Third, you need to make sure what tense is used in the action sentence. Fourth, you need to conjugate the verb be into the sentence in the passive voice you just make. And five, add the past participle on your sentence or the verb tree. And number six, subject of the sentence will be your last one in your sentence by adding by in the last form of your passive voice sentence. That's the step. Okay, now I believe that you have already learned how to make an active voice into a passive voice. Now let's make another, let's have a practice. I will give you one sentence for you, and please change this sentence into the passive sentence. First, someone has stolen my neighbor's cars. How do you change that? Use the tips. First, someone has stolen my neighbor's car. Good. My neighbor has. Yep. Has been. Yes. Verb 3. The verb 3, you need to add a past participle. Stolen. Good. My neighbor's car has been stolen. That's enough information for the passive voice, because I think we don't have to add stole your car, because it's gonna be dangerous, right? Or maybe you may add like the subject. My neighbor's car has been stolen by someone, because we don't know who stole the car, right? Or maybe my neighbor's car has been stolen by the monkey. I don't know. Okay, so that's our topic for today, a passive voice. I have given you when to use the passive voice, and then I have given you the tips how to change an active voice into a passive voice, and we have already learned to practice how to change active voice into passive voice. Okay, so that's all for me. I will give the topic to my other Kagebunsin, Mr. Dada over there. Thank you for your attention. See you. Assalamualaikum. Okay, that's the video I have given you. So, from the video, kira-kira sekarang kita mau belajar apa nih?
Passive voice.
Passive voice.
Passive voice. Passive voice. Di sini siapa yang baru pertama kali mendengar passive voice? Okay, good. Sepertinya udah tahu semua ya passive voice. Nah, sekarang saya minta satu orang untuk jawab. Let's start from Novi. Apa sih passive voice?
I don't know, sir.
You don't know? Okay, good. Good. That's a good one. So, because we will learn about it, and since you don't know, it's good for you to keep the class, because we will learn about passive voice. Good. Thank you, Novi. Anyone know what is passive voice? Please raise your hand. Apa sih passive voice? Okay, Anna. Thank you so much, Anna. Apa sih passive voice?
Okay, I will try to answer, sir. Pasif itu berarti kayak ini ya, yang kayak Indonesia itu artinya di. Misalnya. Jadi apa namanya? Contohnya rumah dibersihkan oleh bla bla bla, gitu ya?
Yes, of course, good.
Kalau yang aktif itu, kalau Indonesia itu kayak seperti itu. Misalnya saya membersihkan rumah.
Yes. Yes, you are 100% right. Yes, kalau di Indonesia berarti passive voice itu adalah. Yes, thank you Ada for your answer. It's a really good one. Ya, dalam bahasa Indonesia lebih gampangnya bisa dibilang passive voice adalah kalimat yang setelah subjek ada awalan di selanjutnya kata kerja. Contoh misalnya apel sebagai subjeknya dimakan saya. Itu passive voice bahasa Indonesia. Tapi kalau active voice-nya berarti saya memakan apel. Gitu. Karena fokusnya berarti di objek yang dimakan tersebut. Gitu. Okay, get it?
Yes, sir.
Good, thank you so much. And Cahyo, please, would you mind to move to another slide, please? Nah, tadi saya belum menyampaikan tujuan pembelajarannya. Jadi, panjang banget ya tujuan pembelajarannya. Pokoknya intinya, tujuan pembelajaran kita adalah agar kalian bisa mengidentifikasi, lalu bisa membuat passive voice, mengubah active voice menjadi passive voice. Itu sih tujuan utama dari kelas kita hari ini. Jadi mungkin kalian bisa baca-baca dulu tuh apa sih tujuan pembaca, jumlah kegiatan dan lain-lain. Pokoknya intinya sekarang kita belajar passive voice agar kalian bisa membuat passive voice. Get it? Cool. Now please next slide, Cahyo. Thank you so much. Oke, sekarang tadi kan ada pertanyaan tuh. The passive voice. Jadi passive voice itu adalah
active tenses atau tenses kalimat aktif by putting the verb to be into the same tenses as the active verb and adding the past participle of the active verb. The subject of the active verb becomes the agent of the passive verb. The agent is very often not mentioned when its mention is preceded by and placed at the end of the clause. Jadi intinya passive itu seperti tadi ya, dalam bahasa Indonesia lebih simpelnya kalimatnya itu fokus di objeknya. Kalau kalimat aktif kan fokus di subjeknya. Apa yang dilakukan subjek, apa yang diperbuat oleh subjek. Tapi dalam passive voice itu lebih fokus di objeknya. Apa yang terjadi sama objeknya. Contoh yang seperti tadi, saya mau makan apel. Berarti fokusnya di saya yang makan apelnya. Kalau bahasa Indonesia. Tapi kalau dalam pasif, fokusnya di apelnya. Apel dimakan saya. Jadi berarti siapa yang makan? Bodo amat, pokoknya apelnya dimakan. Udah habis. Okay? Sampai sana. Oh iya, contohnya nih, ada aktifnya nih. My grandfather planted this tree. Nah, pasifnya, this tree was planted by my grandfather. Jadi, dia kayak kebalik ya. Karena kan yang aktif itu subjeknya my grandfather, plantednya kata kerjanya, this tree-nya objeknya. Tuh. Lalu kalau misalnya pasif, seperti tadi yang seperti kalian lihat di video, pertama pindahkan objeknya ke depan. Objeknya kan tadi this tree ya. Jadi dia ke depan, this tree. Terus yang kedua, tensesnya apa nih? Tensesnya apa? Verb. Berarti kalau tenses lihat dulu di kata kerjanya. Berarti planted dia adalah kata kerja kedua. Rumusnya berarti dia adalah simple past. Maka setelah kita tahu bentuknya simple past, maka yang diturunkan adalah yaitu yang next step adalah conjugate the be. Jadi turunkan to be. To be itu ada yang masih ingat apa itu to be? Is good. Is good. Kenapa yang turunnya was? Ada yang tahu jawabannya? Kenapa bukan is? Kenapa was?
Simple past.
Yes.
The active voice is past tense.
Yes, good. Karena di active voice-nya adalah simple past, maka ketika turunannya yang si Aramisnya itu harus bentukannya was. Dan kenapa was bukan were? Karena
to-be-nya.
Nah, karena si subjeknya itu mengacu ke this tree. Good, thank you, Erlin. Karena mengacunya ke this tree, jadi menggunakan was dan bukan were karena jumlahnya satu. Nah, planted. Nah, lalu setelah kita menemukan conjugate verbi, nah, lalu turunkanlah kata kerja utamanya. Tapi turunkannya jangan asal turunkan saja. Penurunannya pun harus menjadi verb ketiga. Itu wajib, harus verb ketiga. Jadi makanya itu adalah planted, dan karena planted itu adalah regular verb, jadi tinggal tambahkan ed saja. Sebenarnya passive voice itu history was planted, itu udah cukup informasi. Tapi karena mungkin kita ingin menambahkan info aja, jadi by my grandfather itu pun. Ya. Sana ada pertanyaan mengenai pengenalan passive voice ini?
Belum, sir.
Oke, good. Sebenarnya semua mengerti ya, alhamdulillah. Jadi untuk passive voice, pengenalan sudah cukup. Cahyo, would you mind to switch to another slide, please? Nah, the passive is used. Jadi kapan sih, seperti tadi di video, kapan passive voice itu digunakan? Ada yang mau coba jawab? Kapan sih digunakannya? Tadi di video mungkin ada yang mencatat kapan digunakan when. Ada berapa tuh? Ada 3 kalau tidak salah.
Oh ya, sorry.
Yang bagian when-nya, the passive is used. Jadi kapan si passive voice itu digunakan? Untuk apa? Anyway ya, pas kapannya?
Melakukan tindakan.
Melakukan tindakan. Good. Satu kita kill. Satu lagi deh. Raden, do you get it? Kapan sih kita pakai passive voice? Ngapain juga kita belajar passive voice? Berarti harus tahu kapannya kan?
To inform something maybe?
To inform something. Good. To inform something, especially the object from the sentence, right?
Yeah.
Yes, good. Thank you. Okay, now kita lihat di sini di PPT-nya. The passive voice is used when the agent or the person or who does the action is unimportant, or obvious from the context. Jadi kita menggunakan passive voice itu ketika kita itu merasa tidak tahu, is unknown, tidak tahu siapa yang melakukannya, atau tidak perlu menyebutkan pelakunya, subjeknya, atau si pelakunya sudah jelas. Jadi nggak usah disebutin, semua orang juga tahu lah. Contohnya nih, yang itu kan, Jane was shot. Nah, infonya, we don't know who shot her. Nah, itulah kenapa Jane was shot menggunakan passive voice. Karena kita nggak tahu siapa menembaknya. Nggak bisa kita tiba-tiba, Anna shoot Jane. Nggak bisa. Karena kan di sana, ketika kita tidak tahu siapa menembak, maka gunakan passive voice. Terus, unimportant agent. Agent itu adalah yang subjeknya ya, kalau bisa dibilang. This church was built in 1815. Jadi, intinya, kita tidak perlu tahu lah siapa yang membikinnya. Intinya, kita fokus di bahwa gereja ini dibangun tahun 1815. Gitu. Terus, obviously, by the police. Jadi ketika kita sudah tahu siapa yang menangkapnya, yang menangkap maling pasti polisi lah gitu. Jadi gak usah disebutin capek-capek. The thief has been arrested by the police. Jadi ya ngapain juga panjang-panjang, langsung aja he has been arrested. Ya, siapa lagi yang nangkap polisi kan? Nah gitu. Good. Terus yang kedua, to make more polite or formal statement. Contohnya nih, the car, itu the car ya? The car, yes, itu typo, sorry. The car hasn't been cleaned. Jadi misalnya kalau kita bilang ke seorang yang suruh nyuci, hey, the car hasn't been cleaned. Itu lebih sopan dibanding kita bilang, you haven't cleaned the car. Jadi seolah-olah menunjuk langsung ke subjeknya, ke orangnya. Gitu. Itulah kenapa pasifnya digunakan, karena agar lebih sopan. Okay, good. Next, when the action is more important than the agent, as in process instruction, even reports, headlines, news item, and advertisement. Ini 30 people were killed in the earthquake. Nah, yang ketiga, ketika si objeknya itu lebih penting untuk diutarakan dibanding si subjeknya. Contohnya kan kalau subjeknya kan di earthquake tuh, berarti yang berita yang paling penting di sini adalah tentang meninggalnya 30 orang. Gitu. Itulah kenapa digunakan passive voice, karena ini biasanya digunakan dalam news item. Jadi yang paling penting, berita yang paling utama lah yang dikemukakan. Gitu. Makanya karena berita utamanya adalah objek yang meninggalnya, maka aktifnya kan the earthquake killed 30 people. Nah, karena fokusnya di berita tersebut ada 30 orang yang meninggal, maka gunakan passive voice. 30 people were killed in the earthquake. Sampai sini ada pertanyaan. Saya mudah-mudahan semuanya mengerti ya, karena luar biasa sekali tadi tenses sudah bagus banget teman-teman sini. Any question? Kalau sudah mengerti sampai sini?
Clear.
Okay, Raden. Good, thank you. So,
thank you, sir. Kenapa passive voice itu apakah passive voice itu hanya perubahan dari present ke past tense atau bisa pakai tenses lain untuk berubah?
Good question, Raden. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Sebelum saya menjawab, saya coba dulu ya. Kira-kira ada yang bisa menjawab dan teman-teman kita ini. Kenapa tuh? Apakah hanya untuk simple present atau past, simple past, atau tenses bisa dirubah ke dalam passive voice? Ada yang mau coba menjawab, maybe? Okay, Anna, thank you so much, Anna. Good. Okay, Anna.
All tenses we make into passive or active. Jadi semua tenses bisa kita ubah ke pasif maupun ini aktif.
Oke, good. Semua tenses bisa dirubah ke dalam, semua tenses active tense bisa dirubah ke dalam passive voice. Yes, of course. Jawabannya luar biasa segi. Poplos buat Anna, luar biasa sekali. Nah, gitu, Raden. Jadi memang seperti yang Anna utarakan tadi, semua tenses bisa dirubah ke dalam pasif, karena kan ibaratnya hanya memindahkan objeknya saja untuk sebagai info utama gitu. Jadi ketika di dalam active sentence-nya ada bisa tenses apapun, pasif pun kenapa enggak? Get it?
Get it. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you so much. Now, can we move to another slide? Yes. Nah, sekarang change active into passive. Tadi udah dijelasin ya merubahnya. Change passive into passive. To change the sentence from active voice to passive voice, the object of the active voice sentence become the subject of the passive voice sentence. Seperti tadi. Jadi ketika objeknya dia ke depan menjadi subjek di dalam pasif. Itu. Contohnya nih, Agatha Christie wrote this book. Agatha Christie kan subjek. Wrote itu verb. This book itu objek. Nah, pertama, pindahkan dulu objek ke depan. This book. Lalu, samakan tensesnya. Ketahui tensesnya apa? Tensesnya adalah simple past. Nah, ketika sudah mengetahui simple past, turunkan to be. To be itu kan Aramis. Karena Aramis, tadi kita tahu soal tensesnya adalah simple past, Aramisnya pun harus berubah menjadi was. Lalu, setelah misalnya wasnya ketemu, turunkanlah kata kerja utamanya. Kata kerja utamanya apa ini? Kartika. Kata kerja utama di dalam Agatha Christie wrote this book apa?
Word.
Repeat please, pardon.
Alright.
Okay. Wrote. Kata kerjanya wrote ya. Nah, wrote. Good. Thank you, Kartika. Nah, sekarang, Novi, tadi raise your hand. Kira-kira, itu kan di bawah jadi written ya. Kenapa dia? Kan harusnya wrote. Kenapa jadi written?
Because passive voice, Pak.
Ya, kenapa dia berubah?
Karena ini apa namanya turunan dari wrote, maka kata kerjanya harus bentuk 3, Pak.
Yes, that's the right answer. Kenapa menjadi kata kerja? Karena aturan dalam passive voice, kata kerja utama ketika turun menjadi passive voice harus berubah menjadi verb 3. Thank you so much, Kartika and Novi. Yes, you are such a good student. Now kita turunkan, menambahkan dengan by Agatha Christie, info tambahan saja itu. Jadi by Agatha Christie. Jadi sebenarnya this book was written tanpa by Agatha pun sebenarnya tidak apa-apa. Karena fokusnya di bukunya. Oke, sampai sana. Oke, now Cahyo, would you want to untuk ini bisa ya dimengerti ya? Ya, gampang ya? It's so easy anyway. Now, move to the next slide please, Cahyo. Thank you so much. Nah, sekarang karena kalian sudah tahu apa itu passive voice, sudah bisa membedakan antara active voice dan passive voice, lalu bisa merubah active voice menjadi passive voice. Sekarang, I will send you LKPD. Please check your WhatsApp. Have you seen that LKPD pertemuan 1 passive voice?
Lihat, Pak.
Nah, kalau sudah ada, when you have the LKPD, kita bagi ke dalam we have 12 students, right? Kita punya 12 murid. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, right. Thank you. Jadi kita bagi dalam 3 kelompok, 1 kelompok terdiri dari 4 orang. Nah, sekarang tolong kerjakan LKPD bekerja sama dengan teman kalian. Tolong analisa. Di sana ada 1 paragraf. Nah, di sana juga ada tabel. Nah, di sana Cahyo, would you mind to the next slide, please? Nah, di sana kalian akan melihat 1 tabel dan 1 paragraf tentang Titanic. It's about Titanic. Kalian tahu Titanic kan?
Tahu, Pak.
Yes,
Nah, Leonardo DiCaprio ya. Good. Tolong di sana di LKPD tersebut kalian temukan 5 kalimat passive voice, lalu kira-kira subjeknya mana, verbnya mana, dan yang lain-lainnya mana. Lain-lain itu bisa komplement, bisa objek. Jadi silahkan bikin tabelnya. Saya kasih waktu 3 menit cukup?
Cukup, sir.
Siapa yang mau coba nih? Kartika, good. Thank you so much, Kartika.
Okay.
Apa yang kamu temukan?
Several successful films have been made about the Titanic since then. I think
Several
successful films. At the last of the paragraph, I think the subject is several successful film, and then the verb is have been mad. And
Have
other.
been mad.
Yes.
That's the verb.
Yes.
Yes,
And
good. Terus yang other-nya?
About the Titanic since then until apa ya? Until tahunnya kayaknya ya, Pak.
Yes, until. Jadi di sana komplementnya. Thank you. Thank you. Benar, Kartika. Good point for your team. Good. Give applause to all of you. You have such a good work. Now, nah itu LKPD-nya nanti kita periksa ya, kita periksa. Nah untuk mengidentifikasi, apakah kalian sudah bisa mengidentifikasi mana itu passive voice? Sudah bisa ya?
Sudah.
Bisa, Pak.
Alhamdulillah. Good. Good. Thank you. Ada pertanyaan nggak? Sudah mengerti? Okay, since there's no questions, I believe that you have learned how to identify and analyze the passive voice. Jadi kayaknya sudah mantap banget lah untuk active voice sama passive voice. Next, Cahyo, would you mind to the next slide, please? Nah, sekarang kenapa ada LKPD 2? Sekarang kita masuk ke di LKPD ini ya, yang bagian B ya, sorry bukan LKPD 2. Bagian yang B di LKPD yang tadi saya bagikan, ada pertanyaan change, bukan pertanyaan sih, apa sih disebutin namanya?
Instruksi.
Ya, instruksi. Ya, instruksi. Sorry, I'm such a bad teacher. Instruksi. Change this active voice sentence into passive voice sentence based on your group. Nah, silahkan kalian bekerja sama, bisa itu lewat WA, bisa itu bareng-bareng. Rubah kalimat yang ada itu, ada 3 aku tuh tiap grup. Rubah ke dalam kalimat pasif. Cukup satu aja deh, cukup satu aja. Cari yang menurut kalian bisa. Have you finished, Eve?
Belum, bentar lagi.
Okay, good. Finish?
Finish. Group 3 ya, maybe.
Yes, please. Any sentence that hasn't been presented yet?
Number 2.
Number 2, please.
Okay. Coffee was made by them in
coffee. Good. Give applause for Raden. That's a good one. Thank you. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Oke. Next, Cahyo, please. Nah, sekarang kita udah masuk di closing. Di closing ini kita coba review. Apa sih yang sudah kita pelajari, teman-teman?
Tentang passive voice.
Good. Passive voice. Kapan passive voice digunakan?
Ketika subjeknya tidak diketahui.
Terus untuk itu kalian sudah mencatat ya bagaimana cara menggunakannya, dan saya lihat kalian sudah luar biasa, tanpa melihat catatan pun kalian bisa berubah menjadi dari active voice ke passive, itu sudah bagus sekali. Now, untuk feedbacknya berarti kalian sungguh luar biasa sekali, passive voice yang bagus. Dan murid terbaik kita kali ini siapa ya kira-kira? Murid terbaik yang sangat bersemangat, kita lihat. The best, yes, the best student with understanding, Kakak Ana. Give applause to Kakak Ana. Sekarang ada the best lagi. The best motivation, Kartika. And the fastest progress, we have Sukmana. Give applause for Sukmana. Okay, so maybe that's the end of our class. But before that, Cahyo, thank you for your help, and you can close the PPT. Now, Sukmana, because we have to the end of the class, please close the class by praying together. Please lead the prayer.
Okay, all friends. Before after studying, let us pray together. Pray, let's start. Finish. Thank you.
Okay, thank you kids. It's always fun to learn with you. That's it for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you again.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.